Welcome back to another episode of the Let It Up Sports Podcast. Today we have on class of 2026 guard from Archbishop Molloy High School, Josh Powell. I'm super excited to have him on the show. We're going to get to talk about his recent recruitment, how he's picked up some offers despite his young class. He had a great performance in PGM this year with the New Heights Lightning in the EYBL circuit. We're also going to get to talk about that. And obviously his decision to play his probably next 4 years of high school basketball at Archbishop Molloy going into the season, his thoughts and stuff like that. But how's it going, Josh?
Oh, I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm doing pretty well. Again, you're only class of 2026, so you're on the younger side. But what went into that decision of making that where you wanted to start your high school career?
I mean, it's a great school. I've seen a lot of pros come out there like Cole Anthony and everything else. So everybody else. So it's a good school, good environment. We play against top players. We played against Ian Jackson last year and Choppa and played against Boogie Flynn last year. We lost to them in the playoffs. So, we play against great competition and it's a great league and we travel. So it's just going to help my game get better. So that's why I decided to go there last year.
Going into your sophomore season, you played with them last year. What goals, if any, have you set not only for yourself, but just for your team, things that you guys want to accomplish as a group at Archbishop Molloy this season?
Yeah, so, we're just trying to, honestly, just try to win the city championship. Last year, we lost in the quarterfinals to Stepinac against Boogie and Daniel. And so we're just trying to win that and then hopefully go state federation and play against Lehigh and hopefully beat them as well. So that's really just our main goal, our main focus.
Yeah, New York basketball has definitely been on the rise just the past few years. Obviously, you got some high-level recruits, some guys that are under the radar. As you said, you played against Ian Jackson, who's going to UNC, Choppa, who's going to Syracuse, Bogey, who recently committed to Kentucky, I believe, and then Cayenne just joined the new Lehigh squad with Nigel and them, those guys. So great competition playing in New York, and it's definitely been on the rise. It's always been a great basketball state when it comes to producing guys to the league and stuff like that, but it's definitely been on the rise when it comes to inner-city programs and stuff like that. But you played EYBL with the New Heights Lightning this year, another very talented team. We've had a lot of guys go to college from that program the past few years, run out of New York, I believe. Describe your experience with them the last summer, how you feel like you were able to develop your game going into your sophomore season of high school ball.
Well, it was a great experience, playing against the top players and, seeing LeBron and all those dudes and, competing and trying to win Peach Jam. We made it to the Peach Jam, but we lost. But, just seeing all those good guys, seeing the 17U team, our older group, they were good, and just competing.
Yeah.
It was a great experience, great environment. And I really had a good whole entire UIBL. I averaged 15, so I think I did really well and impressed a lot of coaches. So
yeah.
And I think I got better.
Yeah, definitely. And you played against some of the top talent, just not only in the area, but in the country, playing with EYBL and Peach Jam. Are there any guys that you played against? I love asking this question. Are there any guys that you played against throughout the summer that were particularly hard for you to guard, contain, or that you didn't maybe expect to be as good as they were and give you as much trouble as you thought that they would?
I wouldn't say anybody was hard for me to guard. I like guarding up and playing D. But I would say a kid who was really good, I didn't expect to be good. I don't know if you know him. His name is Caden Allen. I think he go to Montverde. He played on Georgia Stars. He was actually really good. I liked his game.
Gotcha.
He was really good.
Gotcha. And and we talked about you averaged 15 throughout EYBL. You mentioned that earlier. And you also had a great performance at Peach Jam. Going into that Peach Jam performance, what were you looking to prove, or were there any aspects of your game that you were looking to put on show for college coaches who might not have known that you had certain stuff in your bag, or was it just an all-around kind of coming out experience for you being, again, on the younger side and just being able to put on for college coaches who maybe have not seen you play yet on a national level?
Yeah, I was just really just trying to prove that, that I am one of the best players in the country and that I could play against all those dudes and perform. So that's really why I was just going in with the mindset, to just kill and just have a good game and just try to win the game and just kill, honestly. And that's what I just did.
Yeah.
I had a really good weekend.
Yeah, and you started gaining interest from schools. Could you just name your current offers that you have from collegiate universities and stuff?
All right. So right now I got Norfolk State. I'm supposed to take a visit up there. I got LIU. That's local. I got Bryant, and I got Texas A&M. And I just recently went on a mayor's visit. And my coaches said that Georgia Tech called and TCU's really been calling too. That's a good school. And my coaches said that UConn called recently, and I know that coach really well. Kamani Young, great dude.
That's cool. Yeah, and so the calls definitely start rolling in, not directly to you, but to your coaches, and they can therefore communicate college coaches through your coaches and stuff like that. But I know you just recently took a visit. Kind of break down that visit for us and any other upcoming unofficial visits that you might want to take as the season goes on.
Yeah, I mean, Marist, it was a really good experience. That coach been really calling me a lot personally and really been trying to get me to come down there. So I decided to go down there. Great campus, great people. I actually played against one of their players that's a freshman now, Josh Pasquarelli. He's he's really good. I played against him last year when we played against St. Francis Prep. He was really one of the best seniors in our league that year. He was the MVP of the league. So he was really good. And seeing him, telling me great things about it and just walking around campus with the players, seeing them practice the whole way and seeing the coach and talking to him and seeing how they do film and everything, it was a great experience.
Yeah. And are there any schools growing up, just playing basketball? Were there any schools growing up that you watched in particular, or schools that you would consider like a dream school that you would really want to get an offer from eventually?
Yeah, I like UConn. I like that school really well. Great basketball. I feel like it fits my play style. I like Kansas. That's another good school. And then I like Kentucky. Everybody likes Kentucky though.
Yeah, Blue Bloods. Yeah, I got you. Yeah. Um, we talked about your upcoming unofficial visits, or we talked about your recent visit. Are there any other schools that you might want to visit as the season goes on, or towards the end of the basketball season when you're a little less schedule packed? I guess.
Yep. I want to visit Norfolk State. We already have that in the works. He's trying to schedule that now. And then I really want to visit UConn and then St. John's as well because that's really local. And my
Mhm.
coach knows that coach really well, so Rick
Yeah.
Pitino. So hopefully I can go those three schools right now in particular. And then
Mhm.
hopefully in the future, Kentucky, that if they see interest in offer.
Yeah. And as a Syracuse basketball fan and you being a New York guy, I would love to see you gain some interest from Syracuse and pick up an offer from there. I think you definitely fit our play
Yeah,
style
Syracuse
really well.
program.
Yeah, we have a lot of great guards this year. JJ Starling, Judah Mintz, who entered the draft but came back. So it's going to be a good year for us, but definitely another New York school that I would love to show interest in you. But when we're really breaking down your game, what would you say separates you from other players in your 2026 class, guards in particular?
Um, I would say that I can shoot really well. I get to my spots. I don't force a lot of shots, but I make a lot of shots. I mean, I'm a taller guard at 6'5", so I can guard 1 through 5, honestly, if I have to. I'm physical, I'm strong. I'm not gonna let anybody like push me around. I'm 200 pounds, so just having that edge over other guards that are, let's say, a 6'3" guard who's skinny wouldn't be able to. I can literally just back them down, put them in the post at 6'5", 200. So I would say that's really something to have over a lot of guards and separates me and my shooting ability and my getting to the rim. I would say that's really good too.
Mhm.
I can attack the basket. I can get over the rim, and my athleticism, really helps.
Yeah. And what are some differences that you've noticed in your own game going from your freshman season to now your sophomore season, going into your sophomore season? What do you think you've improved on the most?
I think my defense I really improved in the most, and my athleticism because now I'm like jumping out the gym. I would say
I
my
got you.
team
Yeah.
is saying it as well, and my coach has said that my defense got really better from
Mhm.
freshman year to sophomore year.
Yeah. And for colleges that may have not seen you play or don't know a lot about you, college fan bases whose universities are showing interest in you, what would you want those fan bases to know about you, whether that's on the court or off the court, just as you keep going in high school and eventually choose a school to play college basketball at?
I really want them to know that I'm a great person on and off the court. I'm really humble, and I'll do whatever it takes to win, whatever it takes.
Yeah.
That's the main.
Got you. Well, Josh, that's all we have for you. Not a super long one, but I really liked hearing about your story, especially Pete Chan performance was great. If you guys haven't seen it, I'll link some of his highlights below. I know Rare Footed Sports did a lot on you. I've seen a lot of that, watched a lot of that, but go check him out. Go follow him on all of his socials. They'll all be linked down below as well. Josh, I appreciate you for joining us.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate
Thank
you.
you, man.